Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Halloween to everyone who celebrates it. I waited until today to post the video because I customized Catherine for this occasion. This is my third Monster High doll in a row that has animal ears, so basically I'm already used to create their hairstyle. For this video I'm going to custom a Kitsune, a Japanese spirit fox that can have up to 9 tails. According to the yokai folklore, all foxes have the ability to shapeshift into human form. While some folktales speak of Kitsune employing this ability to trick others, as foxes in folklore often do, other stories portray them as faithful guardians, friends, lovers, and wives. And with this privilege, I used traditional Japanese music on the background. It's very relaxing and quite opposite to what Halloween is, but let's keep going. After cutting her hair and removing the remaining, I wiped out her factory makeup. Surprisingly, I found a better nail acetone. Now she's clean and ready for her new hairstyle. I used black yarn for her foxy ears to create some volume to her attached ears. I glued them and after that I set aside to dry. And obviously I made also few red wefts for her hair. Initially I didn't actually know how long I wanted it to be, but seeing my weft's length I thought that it would be enough. On the other hand, I had a clear image in my mind regarding her hairstyle. Half of her hair would be caught in a small bun. This time I didn't want to make a wig, so I simply glued the weft straight to her head. I enjoyed more this process even though I had to wait a long time until the glue dried. Nice punk hairstyle though. After that, I removed her initial hands with another pair because I didn't like that type of mittens. I painted them black, but for the forearms I used black pastel to create a gradient between them. I used this idea to give my kitsune a real fox aesthetic, and let's not forget about her shoes. These heels remind me of those ninja shoes from Naruto, so basically I didn't want to blush her feet because she does, because the shoes would be enough. And now here comes one of my favorite parts. I always wanted to custom a doll with her eyes closed, and this was a perfect chance for me. Before starting, I made a little research regarding the kitsune mask and the way it looks in order to create something similar. So my doll has a mask incorporated on her face. This is a new thing even for me, but I really like how it turned out to be. It's simple but aesthetic, and my symmetry skills are getting better, to be honest. For the coloring part, I used Derwent Inktense, being more pigmented than the normal watercolors just because they have ink inside. It didn't take me so much comparing to my other dolls, but the needles were bothering me. Another interesting thing that I saw were some bells and tassels attached to few masks. Her head is already pretty small and creating tiny tassels would be too tedious, so I remained with the bells concept. I cut red threads at the same length and after that I tied the thread to the needle to form a bow. At each bottom I added a golden pearl in order to make it look like a bell. It was pretty fun to make them, especially because I spent around 10 minutes to research for those pearls. I knew I had them somewhere in my room and I didn't want to get out because it was too windy and cold and like autumn is. I was a bit afraid not to damage her ears, but everything turned out to be fine in the end. I just had to arrange them a little bit. Nevertheless, I added also the bells after that to complete the mask concept. And here comes the clothing part. Being a kitsune, I decided to create a pink kimono with lace on top. However, I didn't record that part, but you'll see how I made her belt with a bow. Nevertheless, here comes omamori, the Japanese tassel knot. Basically, I recorded myself doing the tassel while watching the tutorial. It went alright for the first time, but it was too big for my doll, so I tried again on a smaller scale. The last but not the least, I made again some yarn wefts to create the tail. It was interesting to add glue on the tail and to stick the wefts separately until I reached the top. It turned out to be very fluffy. Overall, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You can give thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. From now on, I'll make a series of 7 characters from a popular show nowadays. If you want more spoilers, you can follow my Instagram account and vote also in my polls. Bye!